Inside the cold interrogation room, the air grew heavier with every passing minute. Across the table, the suspect sat down, his eyes avoiding contact. The questioning began, slowly pulling hidden secrets into the light.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good, good. You remember me from the other day?
Yes,
Detective
sir.
Reeves? Okay. This is my partner, Detective Staley. She was interviewing some of the other folks, waiters and other staff people the other day, so she didn't get a chance to come in at the time. I wanted to talk to you, or actually we wanted to. You want some more water?
Please. Actually, would it be all right to use the restroom one more time before we start
Come
off?
on. You bet. I'll walk you out there. Yeah. Like I said, I want to kind of go over some stuff. I know we talked the other day just for a few minutes, and I had some concerns about a couple things. And oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Somebody else wants to talk. There we go. I wanted to talk to you about Savannah. So I just had a couple of things that came up that I wanted to ask you about specifically that didn't seem to line up. So I wanted to
Yes, sir.
come down and talk to you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get just a couple. Just make sure I've got your basic information. It's Lee, and tell me how you pronounce your last name.
Rodarte.
Rodarte. Okay, and that's Rodarte.
Yeah.
Right, and it's 1081 Halifax Road, Jacksonville. What's the zip there?
32216.
32216. Okay. Date of birth is 8/11 of 88.
Yep.
And 5'11".
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your approximate weight?
It's been a while since I weighed myself, but probably about 163, something like that.
163. Okay. And what color eyes do you have?
Brown.
Brown. Hair is
Brown.
brown. And what's your phone number?
904.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Just make sure I have that. And white male. How old are you?
28.
28. And can you read and write?
Yes.
What's the last school you went to?
Forest High School.
Oh yeah.
Before it was renamed.
Yeah, yeah. When did you graduate from there?
06.
Okay. 2006. All right. You can read and write. Have you had have you drank any alcohol today? Any drugs today?
I took an Adderall that my buddy gave me
Okay.
because I was there so late last night. I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
in and was super tired. Like, here, take this.
Okay. Adderall?
Yeah.
And do you normally take that?
Nah, it was. I've taken one a long time ago. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't say high school. A little bit after high school, but it's been years.
Okay. Yeah. But nothing to drink alcohol wise?
No.
Okay. And about what time do you think you took Adderall?
It was probably 12-ish.
Like noon?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you understand what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Can you able to communicate?
Yes,
okay, nothing. It didn't, make
No.
you not be able to. Okay. Yeah. And no alcohol. And you said you can read and write?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. I want to ask you some questions. I want to go over your rights. We are currently at 501 East Bay Street, which is the Police Memorial Building. Today is August the 5th, 2017, and it's approximately...
Outside, the sweltering Jacksonville sun was fading away. Inside, the rights were read carefully, each word tightening like a net, leaving the man before them with no escape.
7:15? Make sure we got that. Yep. So we'll say 7:15 p.m., give or take. Will you read that, just that top line to me?
Yeah, the following rights under the United States Constitution.
Perfect. I'll read these with you and you can just kind of follow. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or before any questions are asked of you, and to have the lawyer with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questioning if you wish. If you do answer questions, you also have the right to stop answering those questions at any time and consult with your attorney or with a lawyer. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. You just sign there that you understand them. That isn't admitting or not saying anything. It's just saying you understand those rights. Okay. Perfect. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So, Savannah, you said that you knew her and you guys had, you knew her from work. I mean, just kind of fill me in with that. How long have you known her?
Like I said, I've known her obviously since you started working there. I would say probably about 8 months ago
Yeah.
or so, we started hanging out outside of work. And at the time I had a girlfriend. But I kind of, you know, we kind of connected, me and Savannah. So we hung out a little bit here and there. Got pretty close. We come from, I guess, somewhat similar backgrounds, I guess you should say.
Okay.
You know, she didn't have it the best growing up, neither did I. So we kind of connected, hung out for a little while. I'd probably say a period of 2-3 months.
Okay.
And then she started using drugs a lot.
Okay.
Now, I used them with her, not the same drugs that she used all the time, but I did them with her a couple times, and then she started to get heavy into them. And
oh, gotcha. Okay.
so I kind of just tried to take a step back and, you know, put things off. And after that, me and my ex started kind of chit-chatting again.
Okay.
You know,
And who's that? What's her name?
Her name's Chelsea.
Okay.
So we kind of started chit-chatting again. Never really 100% because obviously, you know, she was still kind of upset about me hanging out with Savannah and stuff like that. And then probably a month or so ago, I saw Savannah at work and she looked healthy again. You know, she gained a little bit of weight and just, you know, friendly talk at work, you know, telling her, you know, hope everything's been good. And she told me, you know, that I guess she did a lot of drugs and ended up in the hospital. She ended up missing like, I want to say a couple of days, 3 or 4 days from work.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, you know, me being pretty close to her, I was concerned and everything. But after she came back, you know, she looked good and she ended up telling me that
The name Savannah surfaced, dragging along memories of a tangled relationship. From shared empathy in the past to the shadows of drugs creeping in, everything had spiraled beyond their control.
that I guess, you know, over those 4 days she detoxed pretty well and she kind of caught a, you know, new sense into why she shouldn't do so drugs so much.
Okay.
And like I said, she looked good, you know, she started looking healthy. So we kind of were talking, you know, here and there. We hung out a couple times. She came over to the house and, you know, we just kicked back, drink a couple beers, watch movies, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then as we hung out, you know, after a couple times, she brought drugs over. And I told her, I was like, you know, you're doing really good. You can't, you know, you shouldn't be doing it again. You're finally gaining weight. Because when we were together the first time, she was, you know, she got really petite and just didn't look well, which is kind of why I took a step back. Plus, my father used a lot of drugs growing up, and my mother used a lot of drugs growing up. And it was just kind of a hard thing to see, you know, every time that we hung out. Like I said, we did, you know, we took like some pain pills here and there on occasion, but then she started like bringing heroin over and stuff like that. And that's, you know, my mom was addicted to methamphetamines when she was, when I was younger. So those hard drugs just kind of scare me a little bit. So that's why I took a step back the first time. And then I felt like she was better, you know, as we hung out recently. And she brought drugs over to my house the last time that we hung out. And we would text here and there. I would ask her how she's doing, you know, hope her day's going good. Just because I told her when she left the last time that we hung out, I was like, you know, you're doing really well. Stop doing this, you know, you can do it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I heard that she just kept, you know, was doing the same thing. So we texted a couple times and I ended up telling her, I was like, hey, you know, for one, I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff myself right now as it is. You know, I'm a little depressed. But I think we're moving too fast. I think we should, you know, stop talking. And she said, I understand. It's completely fine. No problem. You know, she said, I'll delete your number. I'll never text you again. And I said the same. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, try to jump back into things. I think we moved too fast. And I said I wouldn't text her either, just to, kind of split mutual ways.
Mutual. Right. Yeah. No worries. Okay.
And that was the last time that we text.
Okay.
When was that?
Yeah.
When was that?
It was probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Sometime in July.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's
The
what.
distance between them widened. The final messages, the abrupt goodbye, the promises to erase phone numbers like a desperate attempt to end things. Yet, Savannah's memory lingered, making the truth far messier than it seemed.
I think that's one of the things you said was that was the last time that you had contact with her.
Yes.
As far as, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I mean you correct me.
That was the last time that I texted her.
Yeah, text or a phone call or messenger
Yeah.
or anything like that. 2 to 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. And then the last time, when was the last time you saw her?
This is what I was a bit. I didn't tell you the truth when we talked at Bonefish.
Okay.
Last time I saw her was Wednesday afternoon.
Okay.
I heard that she has been basically telling a lot of people at work that we hooked up a bunch, like a couple days before that, and that she was going to like tell about the whole situation and try to get me fired. And
Why
like
would that get you fired? I don't
I'm a manager and she's an employee. So
okay, so you guys aren't supposed to fraternize?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And she just told people, I guess, that she was out with that work at the restaurant that we were having sex.
Okay.
And, hooking up and stuff like that, and that I was her boyfriend and this and that. So I was a little upset. Obviously, I care about my job.
Sure. How long have you been there now?
I'll be 5 years in the summer.
Okay. Yeah, right.
So I was a little upset. So I met her in the parking lot at Bonefish.
When's this?
Wednesday afternoon.
Okay. Well, you know what time or about?
It was about 5:30.
Okay.
When you say you met her, was she meeting you too, or?
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't call her.
Okay.
I just drove up there to see if maybe she was working. I was
Okay.
gonna, talk to her, and
Did you
as
know
I was,
she was working that night?
I did.
You did not.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry. Okay, you knew she was working that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I drove up there, was hoping to get a chance to talk to her.
Okay.
I pulled in the parking lot. She pulled in a little bit after me. I parked, and I said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And she said, "Yeah, what's up?" And I was like, "I heard you've been saying some things about me and you continuing to hang out, and that we're boyfriend and girlfriend." And she asked me, she said, "Can I come sit in the car? Because I just did some heroin and I'm a little paranoid."
Okay.
I said, "Why are you doing that? You're doing really well. You shouldn't have been doing that."
Okay.
And so she came and sat in the car, and I explained to her the situation. I told her that servers at Bonefish were coming to me and telling me that you're telling people when you're out that we're...
That afternoon, the Bonefish parking lot became a stage of tension. Two people face to face, accusations flying, denials mixed with anger. Then, a small blade tore through the moment, leaving behind a mark that could never be erased.
We're still having sex, and we're boyfriend and girlfriend. And I said, I would appreciate, I need you to stop. Because for one, it's jeopardizing my job. We agreed to, split, stop talking mutually and just move on.
Mm-hmm.
And, be cordial or whatever. But it was nothing more than that. And she said, "I'm going to do what I want. You can believe what you want." I didn't tell anybody anything. And I told her, I said, "The girl that you were out with told Chelsea that we were still having sex and that you were just at my house like yesterday and hanging out." And
The girl that she was out with when?
that Savannah was out with a couple nights prior.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess at one of the bars
Okay.
in Mandarin.
And who was that?
Bonefish. The girl that
Yeah.
she was with,
Yeah.
her name was Rachel.
Rachel. Okay. And Rachel told
Chelsea. That Savannah was saying that, because me and Chelsea talk, we're very, friendly at work, we joke back and forth.
Okay.
And Savannah said, yeah, I did say that, I don't really like Chelsea, and I said, well, look, you need to stop. Because for one, like I said, we agreed to go our separate ways. And it's jeopardizing my job, and it's making me really upset having to come into work, or talk to Chelsea, and she just constantly, badger me about stuff that you're saying that isn't true.
Yeah.
And I told her that she needs to stop. At that point, I got out, and I punched her with the hole on the tire.
Okay.
And I said, no, stop. Like, I'm serious. I don't want to talk to you. It's not good for us, so let's stop. And she just said, why'd you do that? I said, well, I'm upset. I apologized after. I told her I would get her a new tire. And she said, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And I said, she said she's going to keep telling lies and stuff about me and everything like that. And I said, don't do it again, or next time it's going to be worse. It's going to be your windows.
Okay.
And at that point, she had her phone in her hand. She got out of the car and walked towards the main entrance from San Jose.
So, like, if
so this is
like I know Bonefish is like over here. This is San Jose. This is the bank. It's over here in this area. Where were you guys parked?
She was parked here.
Okay.
To the left of the ViStar ATM.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was parked here.
Okay. All right. So you're like here.
Yeah, I was probably 3 spaces away.
Okay, from her car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
and what do you drive?
I drive a Chevy Malibu.
Okay, what color is it?
Silver.
Silver Chevy Malibu.
Yeah.
Does it have Colorado tags, Florida tags, Georgia tags? Okay, and when you got there, did you pull into the parking place? Did you park sideways? Did you park backward?
I backed in.
Okay, you're backed in.
Yeah.
You backed into this parking place over by the bank area, by the ViStar ATM?
Yeah.
In the silver car, the streetlights cast a harsh glow on a tense face. Savannah sat in the back seat, her eyes bloodshot, trembling from the grip of heroin. Every word spoken only fueled the fire of suppressed rage.
And you're driving a silver Chevy Malibu with a Florida tag. Okay, and then she pulls in over on this side of you?
Yeah.
Okay, so like if you're in the car and you're sitting here, she would be on your left.
So
you're the driver's side.
If I'm sitting facing forward, yeah, she was on the driver's side.
Does she back in? Does she pull in?
She pulled in.
Okay, all right. So when she gets out, she's close enough to you, and that's when you motioned her over or called her over or said, hey, can I talk to you?
Yeah, just said, hey, can I talk to you?
Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody was in the car with you?
No.
Was anybody in the car with her?
No.
Okay. All right. What was she wearing?
Her uniform.
Uniform? Okay. All right. Then she comes over. She says, can I get in the car? If I say anything wrong, correct me. Okay. I'm gonna repeat back, but if I don't get something right, I need you to make sure I'm saying the right thing. Okay. You say, hey, can I talk to you? She walks over, approaches on the driver's side. You in the car or out of the car then?
In the car.
Okay. You're sitting in the driver's seat? Okay. And she asked, can she get in because she's just done heroin?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how does she do it? Does she shoot up, snort, smoke?
She snorts it.
Okay. And then
she's told me she's shot up before, but never in front of me.
Okay. And then she comes and gets in the car with you?
Yeah.
And is your car a 2-door or 4-door?
4-door.
4-door. Does she get in the front seat or the back seat?
She gets in the back, and I asked why she got in the back.
Okay.
She was like, I just don't want anybody to see me,
And where did you get into?
She said, you can come back here and we can talk.
Okay.
And so I got out and I got in the back seat.
Okay, so you guys are both in the back seat now. Okay, gotcha. All right. I wasn't sure. And then how the conversation went, basically, you're telling her to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Stop harassing you, or why are you telling people that we're having sex and you guys, you don't want to jeopardize your job along those
I just
lines?
told her, especially since she was high, I was like, it's, we just don't need to have anything to do with each other. Mm-hmm. And she said, fuck you, I'm going to keep doing this or whatever.
Okay.
So I got out and
what did you use which tire did you puncture on her car?
Driver's side, front.
Front driver's side.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you puncture it with?
I had a small kitchen knife that I used as a Phillips head screwdriver one time.
Is that in your car, or is that on your person? It's like a part of your
it's something that I had in the car.
Okay.
It's not nothing I use at work. It was just one from the house that I needed a Phillips head screwdriver one time when I was out there. And I just left it in there.
And it was in the car.
Is that a screwdriver you did it with?
No, it was like a small paring knife, I guess you could say.
Paring knife?
Yeah.
Did it have what color handle did it have on it?
It was just all metal.
Okay. An all metal paring knife?
Yeah.
Okay. And then did you cut it, puncture it, something else? Stabbed it, like a puncture it in it. And then you got back in, and then what?
Their relationship, once fragile with concern, had rotted into a pit of mistrust. A threat slipped out next time, it would be the windows shattered. In that instant, fear and resentment collided, paving the way for something far darker.
What did you say to her?
I said, "Now, can you leave me alone? Like, I'm serious. I don't want to talk to you." And she said, "Fuck you. Why'd you do that?" And I said, and she continued to say that she's going to do whatever she wants, and she'll say what she wants, no matter what. And I knew in my mind it was because she was high.
Yeah. So what did you say?
But I got
obviously you got to get pissed.
Yeah, I got aggravated.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah, I got frustrated. And I said, well, next time it'll be worse. It'll be your windows.
Okay.
And then
you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now, have you ever done anything like that before to her car?
No.
Okay. We were told that it happened before to her car. Have you heard that?
I didn't heard that.
You have not
her
heard
car
that?
had been vandalized before. No.
You have?
No.
Okay, so you didn't know about that?
No.
Okay. Same deal? Okay. All right. Okay, what were you were saying something about the after you got back, did you get back in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you get in the front seat or the back seat?
I got in the front seat.
Okay, that time you got in the front seat. And where is she?
She was in the back seat still.
Okay.
And at that point I said, now leave me alone. She responded. I said, next time it'll be your windows.
Okay.
And she said, fuck you. I'll do what I want. And she got out.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like she was either texting or calling somebody.
Okay.
Because as she started walking towards there's an entrance to the plaza.
Okay. Yeah, it's closer towards 295?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't say she was walking along the edge of the plaza, but she was walking maybe towards this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say an older model Ford pickup, green.
Okay.
Drove past me and around, and she got in.
Okay. So, while you guys are in the car together, you guys are talking back and forth. Is she calling somebody while you guys are talking back and forth on the phone?
She didn't call anybody, no.
Okay.
She had her phone in her hand.
Yeah.
But I don't think she texted anybody.
Okay. So she gets out of the car with you, and starts walking in this direction.
I was in the car.
You were in the car, but she got out.
Yeah.
And now you were in the front seat.
Yes.
So she gets out of the back seat and begins walking in the direction of, not necessarily paralleling San Jose, but she's walking towards 295 or down towards that entrance area.
Yeah.
And then she's got her phone, and you said you thought she was calling somebody?
She had it in her hand and looked like, I couldn't tell if she was texting or not or anything.
But she had her phone out.
Yeah, she had her phone out and was looking at it. And then it looked like she was going to put it up to her ear, and then the green truck came around.
Okay.
And
how long do you think it was between the time that she got out and started using her phone?
The Jacksonville night swallowed Savannah as she stepped out of the car. The glow of her phone flickered in her hand until suddenly an old green pickup truck appeared. The door swung open and she vanished into the night, leaving only unanswered questions behind.
Her phone till that green truck pulled up.
Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. So wow. So if she called somebody, they got there in 5 minutes to pick her up?
Well, like I said, it looked like she was going to call somebody, and that's when the green truck came around, and she got in.
Okay. So she gets in the truck. What happened at that point?
They drove back around, kind of looped around a little bit.
Which way did they drive?
So she was, say, like here.
Mm-hmm.
The green truck comes here, and then kind of just loops around.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked, I guess they exited that way, and at that point, I left.
They exited going which way? Down Santa?
Towards Claire Lane.
295?
I guess to leave the
So they come out on the back
shopping
side of
center.
this bank, like this way?
Yeah.
Towards Claire and San Jose?
Yeah.
And then you pull out. Which way do you go?
I go around and then go out the same way.
Same way?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do you go from there?
From there, I go home.
You just go straight home from
So
there?
tell me your route on the way home that you went.
295 all the way to Beach Boulevard to Grove Park, and then Grove Park.
How long does that usually take you? Depending on traffic, obviously.
I think it usually takes me about 25 minutes or so.
Okay. What happened to your neck?
That was self-inflicted, actually.
Why?
I just have been having kind of a hard time.
To your neck?
I couldn't. Yeah, I did. And
What did you use?
a knife.
When did you do that?
Some time in July.
You did that in July and it's still
Yeah.
bloody?
On the suspect's neck, a half-healed wound stood as proof of a fractured mind. Each detail in his story painted a darker picture, where truth and lies blurred, impossible to tell apart.
Bloody?
Well, I kind of peeled the scab here and there at work, hitting it on stuff like that. I peeled it last night working. And it was coming off a little bit today, so I peeled that a little bit.
All right, let me see.
But this was the same night. This one was just a lot worse.
Yeah.
Than this one was.
Okay. And that was in July?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a few weeks back?
Yeah.
Okay. So who could you see who the person in the truck was?
The truck had fairly tinted windows. I saw a baseball cap.
Yeah. Okay. You see a guy, girl, white, black?
I couldn't really tell if it was a guy or a girl.
Okay.
I just remember seeing the truck drive and her get in.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm sitting in front and the truck drives right past me.
Yeah.
And I saw a baseball cap through the passenger window.
Okay.
But
so did it seem like she knew the person?
I mean, she got right in.
Yeah. Had you ever seen the truck before?
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Have you seen it since then?
No.
Did
Why
she
did-
say?
Okay.
Well, did she say anything to you when she got out of the car, other than
She was just
Fuck
like,
you.
fuck you,
Okay.
I'm going to do what I want. And
she doesn't
got
say
out.
anything other than that? Okay.
Lee, why didn't you mention this before since we've been looking for this girl? I mean, don't you think that information
I mean,
is important?
it definitely does. And I regret obviously not saying anything before. I mean, I talked to Chelsea, and she said, you need to tell them what you know and everything.
When did
like
you talk
that.
to Chelsea? You talked to Chelsea about this?
Yes.
Okay. When did you talk to her?
The day that it happened,
Okay.
because I mean, her whole issue with me was me hanging out with Savannah
Sure.
prior.
Yeah. And if Savannah's out of the picture, then you guys can be free to have your relationship, be back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Savannah's in the way, in essence, right? I mean, she's kind of creeped in. I mean, she sounds like she's an ass. I mean, she's that way to you. If she's out there telling people you guys are having sex, and if you're not, or if you are, then she's the one that's kind of pushing your buttons. She's pushing Chelsea's buttons.
I told Chelsea that I was going to tell her, to leave me alone.
You were going to tell Savannah?
Yeah.
When did you tell Chelsea that?
I believe it was Tuesday
Okay.
night, maybe.
Tuesday night?
Yeah.
And you, how do you guys talk? Do y'all Facebook talk, text?
Text message.
Okay. And you have a Facebook?
No.
Okay. You don't have one at all?
I had one.
Okay.
I deactivated it maybe a month or two ago.
Okay. It's still there, or you don't use it, or you actually
I deactivated the account.
it? Okay. So you don't even have one that's out there then. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I did have one when Savannah and I first started talking. That
Okay.
was kind of how we talked.
You wait for you guys to talk without Chelsea knowing what was going on. Yeah. I'm not telling Chelsea. I'm just
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I come up and talk to you yesterday, I'm not threatening. I'm talking to everybody up there. What? Why?
Well, I just,
Okay.
I freaked out, to be honest with you. I mean,
This girl's missing?
yes.
Okay. But you know she's been missing. I mean, you knew from in essence from day one that she's missing, and you freaked out that you had to know.
Obviously, I was the last one to see her, so I was a little bit scared at that.
How do you know you just said you weren't the last one to see her? You just said somebody in a truck.
Well, the last one to see her at Bonefish.
Okay.
The last one she's heard from.
Right.
I had contact with that anybody knows of.
Sure.
And, I thought that I had a warrant out already.
Okay. What's the warrant for?
I didn't go to a court date for a ticket.
Okay.
So, obviously, I didn't.
I talked to you last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't have handcuffs. Wasn't threatening in any way.
Definitely not.
And I left. So, what were you? You were worried. If you were worried you were going to get arrested, then that would have happened.
Well, that's another reason that, Chelsea called me and I said, I told him I didn't, know anything. What do I do now?
News of her disappearance quickly spread across Jacksonville, becoming a haunting shadow over the entire community. Under pressure from family and public opinion, tangled relationships, hidden lies, and heavy guilt began to surface.
When did you talk to Chelsea about that? When did you talk to her? About that you talked. It had to have been after last night. So was it today?
No, I didn't talk to her today.
Okay, so I was up there talking to you last night at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So did you talk to her
No,
after
I'm sorry.
that?
It was earlier in the day. Because obviously I told her what happened the day that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And told her that I was going to tell Savannah to leave me alone.
Okay.
The day before.
Mm-hmm.
And after I told her, what happened about me, puncturing the tire and her getting in the car with some guy.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit just about, how it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? And I said, well, she hasn't hung out with the best of people in her past.
Okay.
And she asked me if I knew who it was. I said no. Just told her it was, a green truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything happened, and her mom and the police came up there and everything like that. So we talked Thursday night, and she said, "Hey, you need to tell somebody."
Okay.
And I was like, "I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I don't want to get in trouble for anything or have anything be a suspect or anything like that." Which obviously wasn't the right decision to make.
Yeah.
Because now,
because we're going to find out stuff.
Yeah, we could have gotten 3 days ahead for this.
Obviously, now it looks...
So you're saying that there's a green... What kind of truck was it?
It looked like a Ford, like a mid-90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a two-door, maybe the ones with the little third door that you open from the side.
Okay. Well, the good thing about that is we should be able to verify all of those kind of things. That won't be a problem at all. I don't know. So you said that you told her that you had talked to us, but I don't think that could, chronologically, I don't think that could match up.
Okay. We talked Thursday.
Okay.
And
not last night after we talked.
Or this we talked Thursday.
Okay.
After her mom and everything was on the news.
Yeah.
She called me and was like, "Hey, everything's all over the news. You need to tell somebody." She said, "Call the hotline," or something like that.
Did you call the hotline?
I told her I did, just because I was scared to call that night.
But did you ever call the hotline?
No.
Okay.
So this, you haven't told anyone yet of this, other than
Chelsea's
Chelsea.
the only person that knows.
Okay.
Just because I felt like I could, I've
did you and
wanted
Chelsea
to be
talk?
truthful.
So after, how'd that conversation go with you and Chelsea?
She kept asking me, it's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? And I would tell her, and she said, it's crazy. And then she told me that, I need to call somebody and let them know that I was talk to her Wednesday, before the news that she went missing.
Yeah.
And I said I would.
Okay.
And I didn't.
How'd the conversation end with you guys?
She told me, she's basically said that she's not going to, she doesn't want to associate with me because I talked to Savannah on Wednesday.
You had already told her you were going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here.
You see, the thing with me and Chelsea would argue all the time about me not telling Savannah
to cut it off or whatever.
Yeah.
But you go up and you meet. Chelsea knows that you're going to go.
A photo of a slashed tire, once sent recklessly like a cruel prank, now stood as chilling evidence. In the dark, the person involved kept erasing traces, yet fear clung tightly, driving them further into a dead end.
You're going to go meet Savannah Wednesday afternoon.
Yes.
She knows that.
Yes.
Afterwards, do you guys talk about how that conversation went?
Yes.
Okay. So she knows how the conversation ended.
Yes.
And you told her that night, Wednesday night, about the truck and about her and about you puncturing the tires. So you just called her and told her?
No, we spoke first via text.
Okay. So you text her from your phone that you slashed her tire or punctured her tire or anything like that. So that's on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, so that text message is on your phone?
No.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I took a picture of the tire first,
Mm-hmm.
And sent it to her.
Send it to Chelsea. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that can verify that.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's that? That's on your phone now?
No.
Okay. Why isn't it on your phone?
I deleted it once, Thursday came around and the police came up and everything like that. And, they said Savannah was missing because I freaked out. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like... Sounds crazy.
Which is...
So you...
I mean, obviously, me sending a picture of one of the things that they pointed out on the news kind of scared me.
Sure. Absolutely. So how do you guys get together, or y'all talk anymore Wednesday night? Does she do a follow-up with you? How'd the conversation go? How'd the rest of Wednesday go?
She called me on my way home.
Okay.
And, asked where I was. When I told her I was like, I'm pulling in my neighborhood. And then we just talked about the situation. She asked what I said to Savannah, what Savannah said to me, and, how I stabbed the tire and everything like that. And she asked because she was texting me while me and Savannah were talking. Okay. And I didn't reply because we were talking and, we were going back and forth. So, I didn't text her back, and I told her, I'm not ignoring you. We were talking, and then I said, after I punctured the tire, I wanted to leave.
Okay.
Because obviously, get in trouble for stabbing somebody's tire.
Sure, yeah.
So I didn't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
So she called me and asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm in my neighborhood, about to go home. Went home. We texted a little bit more here and there. She asked me what I was doing, told her I was eating. I sent a picture of her after I got a shower because she was like, oh, I haven't got any pics or this and that. So as I was getting out the shower, I got the text message, and I texted her a picture of me getting out the shower because she said she didn't believe I was home or something like that. So I sent her a picture, and other than that, I hung out at the house.
Okay.
By yourself?
No, I have a roommate.
What's his name?
Aaron. Aaron.
Okay.
Seizure. Pieger.
Pieger.
Yeah, he's
P or B?
B.
B. Okay. Okay. He's what? Sorry.
He's who I moved in with.
Okay. So Wednesday night over at the house, it's you and Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Was Aaron there when you got home?
No.
What time did he get home?
11-ish.
Okay.
A little bit after.
Inside the suffocating atmosphere of the interrogation room, every small detail was dissected. The evening timeline, the calls, the messages all slowly pieced together into a grim picture, where the truth was separated by only a fragile veil.
But before that, you just hung out in this house by yourself and ate?
I ate some dinner, took a shower. Chelsea actually came over Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And what'd y'all do?
Just hung out, watched movies, drank a couple beers.
Okay. So where, when she's in the car, what does she say to you about what her plans are? So she's scheduled to work that night.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to work?
She didn't talk about, I assumed she was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her uniform. But she didn't say, when she got out the car, she didn't say anything after she got out of the car.
And she gets in that truck. Let's be honest, we won't even call her she. Savannah. Okay. Savannah, again, with this picture, if we're using it in the same place, from where your drawing was, they drove over here. You're here, and they drive out over here. Do they stop? Does she get out and go into work? Does the truck keep going?
I didn't see once they turned the corner past the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
Once she got in and they left, I left because I just...
Did you run into them on the road anywhere?
No.
Okay. Did she call you later on or text you later on?
Savannah, no.
Mm-hmm. No other contact with her?
No.
So where's Savannah right now?
I don't know.
Where would I find her?
I don't know.
That's my prime...
Savannah vanished into the night with the mysterious truck, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Time ticked away like an invisible enemy, and the fragile hope that she was still alive grew weaker with every passing hour.
Objective is to find her.
Definitely.
I think time's running out on her. And I think that...
I should have said something to you guys when I talked.
Oh, yeah,
I should have said something Wednesday or Thursday when it was brought in.
So tell me how I go from nice guy, never met you. You seem like a nice guy. I come up and talk to you. Again, out of you agreed that there was nothing threatening or anything about our conversation. Just asking you for some basic, simple things. We talked for just a few minutes, and you didn't tell me this story. I'm not going to say the truth because I think there's holes in this story too.
Okay.
So you don't tell me this story, and then today we're talking again because I brought you down to talk to you. Because I found holes in that story that didn't match up. And now you're telling me another story that there's holes in this story that does not match up. So where's Savannah?
I don't know.
Why
were you being hesitant about Chelsea being at your house? You first said that you
went
by yourself. You ate alone.
Yes.
And then
I ate dinner alone, yes.
Right, but that's not true either because you ordered Papa John's.
Yeah. I ate corn dogs earlier in the evening. And when Chelsea got there, she was hungry.
Right, but you said
clearly
said you were alone.
When I ate the corn dogs, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying.
I remember specifically texting Chelsea, I'm eating corn dogs.
Okay.
And all that's on your phone?
No.
Why would you delete all that?
Just a conversation with you and Chelsea, you would delete about I'm having corn dogs?
That text might be on there.
Okay.
But once we got to talking about, me going up to Bonefish and everything like that. Yeah. Chelsea said, don't involve me.
Does Chelsea believe you?
I don't know.
Okay. Just so you know, Chelsea thinks you're full of shit. Okay. Because we've talked to a lot of people. So,
and I mean, that's about the gist of, Chelsea's attitude towards me for the most part for the past months. You know,
Okay.
Ever since me and Savannah.
Is that because
First.
you're a liar? I mean, to her, like in the
I mean,
past?
That's pretty much what she labels me as, yeah.
Do you
because
lie?
Not about, no. I mean, obviously I lied to her about
Okay.
hanging out with Savannah and stuff
And you
like
lied
that.
to me about Savannah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything.
No,
other
I
than-
understand.
I'm just laying out facts here. I want to find this girl. I need to find her.
I understand.
And here's a couple reasons I need to find her. One is I'm hoping that she's still alive. And that's really, I really do. I'm holding out for that. And if she's not alive, then I think she and her family are due that knowledge. I think
Closure.
I think they need some closure. Because I think the reality is if somebody's, dead somewhere, a parent would want to know. I think do you have kids?
No.
Okay. So one day when you have kids, the uncertainty is whatever kind of a person she is. And I'm not about to say what kind of a person she is.
This is where part 1 ends, but the story is far from over. In part 2, shocking twists and hidden truths await, deleted messages, shifting testimonies, and a web of lies that grows thicker. Suspicion spreads in the community, and every hole in Lee's testimony becomes fuel for the police to dig deeper, uncover clues, and restore peace for the victim's family and justice. Click the link in the description to continue with part 2.